up, girl?
Okay, we'll tuck the chin.
Are you good? Remember, you got to reach for those knees.
Adriana has been getting nursing services for 10 years now, and they come in and provide for her while I'm working. 2 years ago, based on the assessment tool that Medicaid uses, they determined that she was no longer eligible for nursing, and that we would have to use what they call homemaker personal care providers, or basically home health aides. These are individuals who they don't have an education or a license. They kind of classify them as an unskilled, kind of laborer. And so we're trying to make that transition. We've been trying to make that transition for 2 years. I have probably had some type of contact with over 30 home health agencies. Do you want to help me shake?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Agencies won't take our case. It's too complex, it's too hard to staff. When we actually find agencies, who are willing to take on the case, the providers that have come out to train, after a couple nights of training, the feedback is it's too strenuous, it's too hard for them, they can't handle the job, and so we're left then, without a provider again. And so here we are 2 years later, still trying to make that transition. And it's just water, so if it spills, that's okay.
I love you too.
The real life decision that I have is, do I continue to try and find people? Do I quit my job so that I, can stay home with her and take care of her? Or do I put her in an institution? And obviously that last one, it's not an option for me. That's not where she belongs. She belongs here at home and in her community. I think the hardest thing is knowing that this isn't a short-term problem. This is something that we are going to be challenged with for the rest of her life. Anytime we talk about this, she will become visibly upset and cry. Ultimately what we are talking about is a child who's being left with a stranger who is going to provide all of her personal needs.
Here you go.
I'm hopeful. We have, the third agency, this new one. They're sending an individual out to train next week. So I'm being cautiously optimistic that hopefully maybe this person, will stick. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then what you'll want to do is see how that kind of hooked there. The state and the Department of Developmental Disabilities is really creating a substandard level of care for a population of people who really are the most vulnerable. They don't have the ability to speak out. They don't have the ability to stop somebody to tell them, hey, wait, you're doing that wrong. I shouldn't have to be threatened that we're going to lose all of her services if we can't find the direct service providers. I feel like you're the ones who broke the system in the first place, and you're the reason why it's so hard to find providers. We shouldn't be punished for that. And Adriana absolutely should not be punished for that.
You're going to do your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All they see are their budgets and their bottom lines, and they've lost sight of the individuals that they serve. They're not seeing the people behind those dollar signs. And ultimately that's what it's about, are these individuals that they're supposed to be helping.